Summerlin is a great community to live in, but did you know that you can still get the great benefits of living close to Summerlin without having to pay the Summerlin prices? Here are 5 neighborhoods close to Summerlin that you should live in. Story time. Now, I have had several clients call me from out of state. They're somewhat familiar with Las Vegas, but they don't really know Las Vegas that well. And these clients, friends have told me, I've heard about Summerlin. So we go through the whole consultation. They can live in Summerlin at the price point they're at. They're good to go. They're ready for the homes to send. I send them the home. So each and every one, I've called back. Hey, so I'm going through the agenda of the homes you want to see, and I see they're not in Summerlin. Is there a reason for that? And their reply always is, well, isn't that Summerlin, the homes that I want to look at? I'm like, no, it's actually borderline. And they're like, well, we saw the home, the square footage, the footprint, how nice the home is. Moral of the story is you find beautiful homes in great neighborhoods right next to Summerlin. First up, we have Southern Hills, or some may refer to this as the north side of the Rhodes Ranch area. The streets that border this neighborhood are going to be South Durango, which is going to be to the east, South Hualapai Way to the west. The north boundary is going to be West Tropicana, and the south boundary will be West Mall Avenue. The Southern Hills community is about an 8-minute drive to downtown Summerlin or Red Rock, 11-minute drive to the Strip, and about a 15-minute drive to the airport. This neighborhood has an abundance of amenities like Walmart, Lowe's, IKEA. There's several dental offices. They have Southern Hills Hospital and Medical Center. There's 6 gyms, 6 churches, multiple apartment buildings, and an abundance of professional offices. As well, this has an abundance of restaurants. A few of my favorites are Magic Noodle. If you haven't tried it, you definitely have to. Mama Birds, which was just put in the neighborhood. Shout out to Cowrie for the new Southern restaurant, Mama Birds Southern Kitchen. Brooklyn's Best Pizza, Pinchy's Tacos, one of my favorite taco places in Las Vegas. Has an amazing vibe, great food, especially on Taco Tuesdays. They bring in a DJ. It's a whole atmosphere in there. It's great. Now, if you like Jamaican food, there's DW Bistro. It has some of the best Jamaican food in Las Vegas, in my opinion. Got a great coffee shop, neighbors. I have all the pastries and breakfast and lunch items that you're gonna find usually at a coffee shop. The height of this neighborhood for me is Durango Casino and Resort. It's currently being built right now. This is a new luxury hotel and casino. It's gonna be amazing. It's definitely gonna be a game changer for the neighborhood. There are 5 schools in this neighborhood. Now, just keep in mind when I mention schools, there's many schools that surround this area. I'm just gonna mention the ones that are within the border that make up this neighborhood. There's Murray Hill Elementary School, Lucille S. Rogers Elementary School, Water of Life Lutheran School, Victoria Fertitta Middle School, and Kathy L. Betterman Elementary. Now let's get into some housing statistics on this neighborhood. As of March 20th, 2023, there are currently 87 homes that are active on the market in this neighborhood, with the high home being at $7 million. This is going to be in the west side of the gated community of Spanish Trails. And at the lower end of the spectrum, we're going to have $240,000. The median home price is at $530,000, while the average home price is at $696,000. There have been 105 homes sold in the last 4 months in this neighborhood, with a high at 3.5 million and a low at 215,000. The median home price is $450,000 at 31 days on market average, and the average home price of sold homes is $555,000. And the average days on market is going to be 55 days. The reason I'm giving you the 2 different statistics of what's on the market is because I wanted to give you of what's currently active and what has been sold, just so you can get a different perspective. I will be doing the same comparison of all the micro neighborhoods by Summerlin. The best thing I like about this neighborhood is hands down the abundance of amenities it has. The shopping, the grocery stores, the gyms, the schools. Overall, this is a newer community compared to the rest that are on my list that surround Summerlin. But what I think I like most about this neighborhood is obviously the distance in regards to the Strip, casino, and the airport, easy access to the freeway, and the new development that's happening right now, the Durango Casino. When that's done being built, the surrounding area will just flourish. Things I don't like about this is the lack of park and outdoor activities it has. You can't just walk out and there's several parks and activity areas like there are going to be in the surrounding other communities. So there are some that you can drive a short drive to, but there's not some that you can just walk to in the neighborhood. Next neighborhood on the list is Bridgepoint. This is going to be just due north of the last neighborhood. The bordering streets, the east and west, are still going to be the same. You have South Durango and South Hualapai Way. Bordering to the south is going to be Flamingo, and to the north is going to be West Desert Inn. And again, same thing, about an 8-minute drive to downtown Summerlin, 19 minutes to the Strip and the airport. Now this neighborhood is going to be very similar to Southern Hills. You're going to have an abundance of amenities such as Target, Home Depot. There's going to be 6 grocery stores, 7 gyms, 6 churches, multiple apartment buildings, as well as multiple professional offices. But the highlight about this area is that there's a Vegas Ice Center. So if you want to get your hockey on or learn to ice skate, figure skate, or even curl, yes, I said curling, you know that Winter Olympic sport that just happens to be on all the time. Every time you turn on the TV when the Winter Olympics is going on, that sport. So if you want to learn to curl, this neighborhood has an ice rink just for you. There's also going to be an abundance of restaurants in this neighborhood, with 2 of my all-time favorites, which is Other Mama and Nene Japanese Bistro. If you haven't tried both of those, definitely go check them both out. Nene has an amazing happy hour. Food's great. Other Mama, I mean, if you watch my stuff, you know it's just a place to be because it's delicious. As well, there are 5 schools in this neighborhood. Hayes Elementary School, Doral Academy, which is a private school, and there's many of them within Las Vegas. There's the School of Rock, Clifford J. Lawrence Junior High School, and Sandra B. Abston Elementary. Now, just like the before video, let's get into some statistics about this neighborhood. Again, as of March 20th, 2023, there are 55 active listings in this neighborhood, with the high being at 1.1 million and the low being at 237,000. The median home price is at $440,000, while the average is at $490,000. In the last 4 months, there have been 101 homes sold in the neighborhood, with a high of $950,000 and a low being at $175,000. Median price of homes sold is sitting at $389,000 at 46 days on market, and the average home sold price is $424,000 at 55 days on market. The best thing I like about this neighborhood is the abundance of amenities. Again, I enjoy abundance of amenities. It gives you many options. The fact that 2 of my favorite restaurants are in this neighborhood, well, that's hands down. That's why it's going to be one of my favorite neighborhoods. As well as the distance between Summerlin, Airport, and Red Rock. Freeway access is easy. Negatives about this for me, again, it's the lack of parks and outdoors. Now, there are several parks nearby, don't get me wrong. There's just not abundance of them within the community. And you have to take a short drive or a bike ride if you really want to go check out the amazing parks and recreation. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Shane Judge. I'm a real estate professional out here, more of an advisor, helping you relocate to Las Vegas. And whether you're buying or selling a home, I can help you do that. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get the notifications every time I make one of these amazing videos. Now let's continue with our list. Third on my list is the Lakes or Percoli Ranch neighborhood. Just north of Bridgepoint, the southern border is going to be West Desert Inn, West Charleston being the northern border, and again it's going to be in between South Durango and South Hualapai to the east and west. It is a 7-minute drive to downtown Summerlin from the middle of this neighborhood, about a 16-minute drive to the Strip, and about a 20-minute drive to the airport. This area is called the Lakes because of the man-made lake. It's called Lake Sahara. There's a loop that surrounds this lake. There's Lake Lane North, Lake Lane South, Lake Lane East, and Lake Lane West. It's actually a big loop that surrounds this lake. And it's an amazing loop. It's great for running, walking, biking. It has bike lanes, multiple man-made pools within this loop that you can sit down, watch the geese, have a picnic, enjoy the views of a man-made pond. As well, this neighborhood has an abundance of amenities. It also has a golf course within the neighborhood. It has a library. The neighborhood has 9 grocery stores, one being a Whole Foods and another being a Sprouts. I just had to mention this because I have a few buyers that make their decision on their home on how close it is to a Sprouts, Trader Joe's, or a Whole Foods. This neighborhood also has 6 gyms, 6 6 churches, multiple apartment complexes, 2 parks, and Pecole Ranch hiking trail. It has 2 schools in the neighborhood, Clarence Piggott Academy of International Studies and MJ Christian Elementary School. Now let's get into some of the housing numbers. As of March 20th, 2023, there are currently 59 homes that are active on the market, ranging from a high of 3 million to the lower end of the spectrum of 200,000, with the median home price being 499,000 and the average being 717,000. There have been 116 homes sold in the last 4 months, with the high being 3 million and the low being at 200,000. The median home prices of sold homes is going to be 437,000, with the average day on market at 34 days, and the average home sold price is at 466,000 with the 50 days on market average. The thing I like best about this neighborhood for me is, of course, its distance to downtown Summerlin. This is probably the closest community to downtown Summerlin, as well as the abundance of amenities and the great biking and running trails it has that surround Sahara Lake. My dislikes about this neighborhood is that most of the homes are a little older, so most of them are dated. So when you go check them out, a lot of them are not upgraded, they're dated. So that's my downfall about this neighborhood. Otherwise, it's a great community, great neighborhood. Next on my list is Desert Shores. This is going to be between West Cheyenne to the north and Summerlin Parkway to the south. To the east is going to border the 95, and to the west is going to be North Rampart Street. This neighborhood in the middle of it is going to be about a 15-minute drive to downtown Summerlin, 18-minute drive to the Strip, and 30 minutes to the airport. The highlight about this community, there are 6 golf courses within a 10-minute drive or less. You have Angel Park, TPC Las Vegas, TPC Summerlin, Highland Falls, and Eagle Crest, and Durango Hills Golf Course. Desert Shores is made up of 3 small strips of man-made lakes with a community center in the middle of it. And within this community center, there's also going to be a few restaurants and shops that sit lakeside. It's a pretty cool experience when you sit on it, because you're sitting in the restaurant and you're on the lake, and it doesn't really feel like you're in the middle of the Mojave Desert. But in actuality, you're actually in the middle of a man-made oasis, which is pretty cool. Again, within this community, there's an abundance of amenities. There's Mountain View Hospital and a host of other medical clinics and offices. There's 7 grocery stores. And again, I have to mention there's a Sprouts and a Whole Foods and a Trader Joe's in this neighborhood. There's 5 gyms, 3 churches, and 2 parks. And you also have a huge soccer complex, the Sahara Soccer Complex. There's 4 schools in the neighborhood: Meadows High School, Richard A.J. Bryan Elementary, James B. McMillan Elementary, and Katz Elementary. Now, right to the housing statistics in this neighborhood. As of March 20th, 2023, there are currently 99 homes that are active on the market, with the high being a 1.7 million and a low being a 183,000. The median home price of active listings is 399,000 and the average is 458,000. There have been 193 homes sold in the last 4 months, with the high being at 1.1 million and a low at 160,000. You're going to have a median home price sold of 353,000 at 35 days on market, and the average sold home price is going to be 371,000 at 52 days on market. The highlight about this neighborhood for me is definitely the lakes. The lakes themselves, to have a property on the lake is very unique. It doesn't feel like Vegas. Also, you have the restaurants on there, so when you're sitting at the restaurant or you're at the community center, it has volleyball courts, and there's also a path that goes through the community right next to the lakes. It's great for running and biking as well as the abundance of golf courses within a 10-minute drive or less. Definitely one of the highlights of this neighborhood for me. The thing I don't like about this neighborhood, now this community is going to be one of the oldest ones that are adjacent to Summerlin or closest to Summerlin. So you're going to have a lot of condos and older homes, as you can tell with those median and average home prices sold. And they just kind of don't fit into some of the neighborhood. And those are all going to be on the east side of the neighborhood, closer to the 95. So that is my least favorite part of this neighborhood. So which neighborhood do you like so far? Wait till the end and let me know which neighborhood that you would like to live in the comments below. Last but definitely not least on my list is Lone Mountain. The streets that bordered this neighborhood is going to be Lone Mountain Road to the north, West Cheyenne to the south, Shadow Parkway to the west, and then actually it's the mountains themselves to the west that border this neighborhood. And again, to the east, it's going to be the 95. Lone Mountain is going to be a 15-minute drive to downtown Summerlin, 20-minute drive to the Strip, and about a 30-minute drive to the airport. Also, within a 10-minute drive, you're going to have 4 golf courses. You're gonna have TPC Summerlin, Angel Park, Highland Falls, and Durango Hills. Now, unlike the other communities on my list, this neighborhood lacks some of the amenities. There's gonna be only 3 grocery stores, 1 gym, there's 5 churches, but what it lacks in amenities, it makes up for in outdoor activities. That's why it's on my list. It has 10 parks, 5 different hiking trails. There's 7 different schools in the neighborhood, so they don't lack schools. It's actually one of the bigger communities compared to the rest of them. There is Eileen Connors Elementary School, Edith Grayheim Elementary, Mark Carr Elementary, Dorothy Ellensburg Elementary, Deskin Elementary, and Levitt Middle School. Now here's some statistics on the neighborhood. Again, as of March 20th, 2023, there are currently 138 active listings on the market, ranging from a high of 2.5 million and a low of 210,000. Median of active houses on the market is going to be 433,000, while the average is at 564,000. There were 207 homes sold in the last 4 months, with the high being at 4.5 million and the low at 215,000. The median home sold price is going to be $417,000 at 45 days on market average, and the average being $480,000 and 58 days on market being the average days on market. My favorite part about this neighborhood is hand down all the outdoor activities it offers and features. You can literally walk outside your door, walk down to the park, multiple parks, or go on a hike. Another thing is that there are also a lot of micro communities within this neighborhood that have rural preservation neighborhoods, meaning bigger lots, i.e. bigger homes. The cons about this neighborhood for me is that there's very few amenities. So you actually have to get in your car and drive if you want to go grab something to eat, go to the grocery store, go to the gym. But with the great outdoors, you just make it up for the gym by going outdoors and getting that run in, as well as how far it is from the airport and downtown Summerlin. This is going to be the farthest one from Summerlin, but still, it's still pretty close. Now, I know I gave you the numbers for each neighborhood individually. I'm going to give you the numbers for each home collectively, and then we're going to compare it to what the Summerlin home price is. Now, I'm just going to point out the median and the average home price of the homes sold in the neighborhood in the last 4 months. For the neighborhoods that surround Summerlin, the median home price sold is going to be $410,000 and a 38 days on market average, while the average home price is going to be $453,000 at 50 days on market. While the Summerlin median sold price is going to be $550,000 at 44 days on market, while the average price is going to be $812,000 at 58 days on market. Now, all the numbers that I've been giving you today are from the Las Vegas Realtor MLS in real time, not done by some third-party algorithm or a website that uses an algorithm, so the numbers are highly accurate. Now, I'm a numbers guy, and these numbers show you that you can get all the amenities and the great things that Summerlin has to offer without paying the price and actually living in Summerlin, just by living in the adjacent surrounding neighborhoods. Now, some of these neighborhoods are better than others, and each of these neighborhoods are going to have their own micro communities within them. They're going to have gated communities, some are going to have guard gated communities, but the one thing that all these communities are going to have in common is that they're right next to Summerlin. Their location is convenient to downtown Summerlin, the airport, the Strip. These are neighborhoods you should check out if you want to live in Summerlin but not pay the price point. For more videos about Las Vegas and Henderson neighborhoods, please click somewhere around the screen. My name is Shane Judge. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.